Hey folks, hope you're doing well. So this is the videos I talked about recently, Naughty News, what I said I was going to do. This is Ark Survival Evolved. This is a game I'm considering, but actually leaning towards doing so, of adding this as to the left side game along with Dead by Daylight, instead of just having one game on the left side, having two games on the left hand side. Essentially, I'm thinking the left side will be basically the games I enjoy the most playing. Right now I'm really into this game, so I want to give you a brief idea what this is here. This is just the controls when you first come into it. There is a PvP side of this game. We have zero interest in that. There's mods that you can get from made by the community to play this game, because there's an old game. The Ark 2 is just coming out. The second version of this game is just coming out right now. Vin Diesel's attached to this because he's a big fan of this game. Yeah, so basically you have a load of controls here. You have a different difficulty level. You can add the damage. I put player damage up because I'm still trying to learn the game, so that's the reason why I have it up at 3.0. But in the future, you probably want to turn that down, give more a challenge. But as you're starting out, that's probably a good idea to put that up. These things here I've just left at this default setting. There is one thing I would point out to you to do. Where is it? This here show map location, player location. By default, this is turned off, disabled basically. So you want to enable that with a check, because you'll see once we get into an actual game, you'll need that. Another thing you probably want to do, I would recommend, pooping is a thing in this game. The dinosaurs just poop, and you can actually use that as fertilizer and things like that for growing in the gardens and stuff like that. But I've never got to that stage yet, done that yet. But you always poop yourself. And honestly, it's really annoying. So I've actually put that rate limit up to 6.0 and done that on there, and it's actually much better now. But as you can see, there's a lot of different settings here. All the settings here. You got the advanced settings as well. I mean, there's a ton of stuff in here. You can change everything, tame dinos and per level. You can really customize your game and experience in there once you get more basically used to it. You can actually set up a dedicated server as well here, and you can actually basically play with friends as well. You can do active events apparently. I don't know a lot of this here, it's beyond me the sense here, but as you can see, there's a ton of advanced settings. There's a lot of things here. So you can do PvE settings, you can play PvP as well, but we're not so into the PvP side. We're not interested in that at all. Right, so what is the game? Basically, initially my thought was that this was a game where you get dropped on a map and you have to survive, and there's dinosaurs around. And it's basically you're being dropped back into that Jurassic period of time, really. Cretaceous period, I think it's called. But that is partially it, but it's not the full, not even close to being the full goal of the game, basically. Essentially what you have is, and I'll show you it once we get into the game, but you have boss fights in this game. And there is a survival and exploring. You have to explore the map and you have to survive while doing so. And you basically have to find caves, you have to find artifacts, and you do that obviously by exploring the full island. Once you've got the artifacts, you can then go to freeze areas in the match which are clearly shown where they are. They're basically guardians. I think they're called obelisks. Obelisks? I can't say that word. But you basically go to these three areas marked. They're clearly see, you see it when I go on. I'll show you when I go on. It's in my game here, the island that I'm playing. And you basically fight a boss. You summon a boss and you fight the boss. Now if you go in by yourself, you're going to get swatted probably. I've never actually done it so far. I've never actually summoned a boss at all yet. I've never done that yet. I'm still young compared to the game. I'm still learning a lot of things. I'm getting better before I start learning and understand a lot of this stuff. But I understand you can't go to the boss and fight them by yourself. You essentially need an army of dinosaurs with you. That's essentially it. You want to explore the island, survive while doing so, build up an army of dinosaurs, find all these artifacts, go to the areas to summon a guardian, beat the guardian, and then eventually you beat all the guardians, the 3 guardians. I don't know if you have to beat them 3 times, because there's 3 different levels. I noticed in one when I went to one. So I don't know if you have to win 9 boss fights or just 3 boss fights, and then you ascend off the island, I think. I think that's generally the idea. But it takes a long time to explore an island or a map of any kind. There's a lot going on, they're rather big. And there's a lot of dangers, and there's a lot more dangerous areas and easier areas where you can build and stuff like that. There's a whole building thing too. You can unlock in the way. We'll show you that as well. There's a whole load of stuff. As you can see, you've got a whole load of story arcs here. Every single one of these are a story. I think this goes in the order probably. But you also have custom arcs if you just want to chill on a map. You have a number of custom arcs as well. I've got every single map here because I got the island and all these custom ones for free, and I bought a download recently. But all these recently and an offer, which I probably shouldn't have bought. You can see the lifespan for this game is rather large. There's a lot to this game. Just in single player, but as I said, you can run a dedicated server and play with friends and team up with people and explore the island together. It would probably be a lot easier doing it with friends because there's a lot to do. Now, I think I've covered everything in here on the screen. Once you actually go into to start a game, basically, you get taken into another screen where you can actually adjust the avatar that you play as. I might know the skin tones are not really a big amount of options on the skin tones. There are some of the options. I tend to feel the arms are way too big. There's a lot of different things that you can do with the skin. The male or female you select are basically models. So you can select a male or female and then you can adjust it slightly too, and then you load it in. But since we already have a game playing, we're already quite far along into the island. Hopefully we haven't mind finding there. We'll explain as we go in here. So I'll see you at the other side once this loads up, because it does take a bit of time to load up. Right, here we go folks, we are back, and we're in the game, our game. This is our main building here. We quickly go to this here. Just take metal in now, just do something. Right, so where to begin? We've got some flaws with this building here that we made. Gives us some flaws for sure, but it was one of our first, not our first building, but first key building, right. So basically when you first load into the map, let's go, is it K? Use I. Right, you don't look like that. That's not what you look like at all. But if I go to inventory, basically take this off, you see that there. Without the beard, this is what you look like, and you also don't have a weapon as well. I don't know where that gets put. But basically you look like that, you don't have a beard and everything, and your hair is shorter as well. So over time there, for a woman obviously you don't get a beard. And your hair grows in. But that's basically what you like, but there's different armours and stuff like that, a lot of different stuff that you can do. We need to actually repair this armour at some point. Yeah, we will need to do that at some point. There, so that's basically me pressing the key. When you first spawn in, you're probably going to be cold, so you're going to... Actually, what we'll do is we'll just show you the game here. Instead of just telling you spawn, we'll just show you. As you can see, we've got 3 Pterodons. These are one of the animals that you definitely want to get a hold of there, but you can't get the saddle until level 38. That's basically what you do. You want to tame dinosaurs and get saddles to ride on the dinosaurs. As you can see, I've got 2 Dilophosaurus here, and I've got 4 Parasaurs, I've got Triceratops, and this new friend here is an Argentatus. Absolutely gorgeous, it looks right at me. I come close as well. These 2 don't care a little bit. So when I go back, it'll look right at me again. It's so cool. I really see the Parasaurs as well here. Like that. Hey there. Yeah, quite friendly. Now there's something else we want to show you. There's all different kinds of creatures that dinosaurs you can tame. This is a little cute thing here for you. I love that little thing. I forget his name, what, Link Chris or something like that. We have a couple of what you call them, moss chops. These are actually very useful. You need to keep these, are really cool. You can actually ride on them as well. Oh, we've got an egg! Holy shit! We have an egg, it laid an egg. I don't know why it laid an egg. You can actually breed basically dinosaurs as well. but at the same time, there's a thing called kill that helps you catch other dinosaurs, so we don't actually make I don't even know why the two of them had a baby actually. After that, as far as I'm aware, did not have them pregnant. This always happens when you put one of them up. It's kind of funny. Right, so eat, yeah. Oh, disabled maiden. We actually do have one maiden. I don't think I have a maiden yet. Right. You hear all that ruckus in here? Yeah, we have a vampire there from names. These are dodos. Cute and adorable, eh? Oh, look, cute and adorable. Oh, we have a baby duck dead in there. That happens too much in there. Yeah, but sure did come on, I didn't see that. We're not. If you're breeding, you're supposed to be keeping track of all that stuff, but yeah, we did a good job. It's not the first one this has happened. It's hard to keep track of it all. It says there's a lot going on again here. As far as I'm aware, I'm right here. Yeah, see, they're main. It's disabled. So I don't understand why they're so main. I don't really understand why they're so main. That's weird. That might be a good one, maybe. I just stand them there. So you see, we've got a vampire diaries thing going on here. We've got Willow from Buffy in here as well. But they're cute and adorable. The thing you have to remember with one of these is they're cute and adorable, but you're going to have to kill them when you start playing, because that's food for you. If you're going to have any issue with killing dinosaurs or killing anything cute, or basically you are going to struggle to play this game. Because at first I wasn't okay with killing dinosaurs, but you pretty much have to, because you have to feed your meat as well. So you can actually tame Tyrannosaurus rexes. You can tame raptors, you can tame Spinosaurus, Gigasaurus, all the bigger dinosaurs. You can tame a lot of different things out here. A massive amount of stuff. You can always, I'll show you in here. Once you're first in here, this is the very first screen you're going to look at. Here, because you want to get this stone pick, and then you want to get this campfire, and you want to get this stone hatchet. Now you get a stone pick by basically going up to a tree, what the hell? And go up to a tree and you basically punch the tree with your fist, and then you'll get wood and you'll get some thatch and stone. And that'll allow you to do that. Then you can use that on a tree to get more thatch, and then you can basically go to a rock formation of any kind. Not these ones here because you can't use them. Or you can just pick up some stone lying around if you want to. As well, they're usually always running around, but there's a stone like that formation over there you can go up to with that tool here in the crafting. You go to that, use that on there, then you can get that, but you'll probably find you'll need to get a campfire maybe, depends on the map that you're on. Some maps are colder than other one, and this is more about the heat in this map. That's the thing I was talking about there, with the Guardian. You see one there. Kinda wish it wasn't actually. Where is it here if I go over? I'll run over here. Go back. So that's the thing I was talking about. They're clearly marked, there's 3 of them. You can sort of see one in the distance right now. Sadly it's can be a light day. There's another one somewhere as well. I think it's over there, that's somewhere right now. But you can basically clearly see in the skyline. They're easy to see. Just right now is this is the island, so heat is a big fan of the island. You have to be careful with. There's different places that you can build. When you first load into the map, you are only going to see, remember the marker? That's the marker there. That will let you know. It's very, very useful. And you can basically, the only place on the map you'll actually see is around the area. Like you see between 70 to 80. There, and 20 to 30 there. That's basically longitude at the bottom and latitude at the side there. So the latitude is basically almost at the 80 where we are. So I would only see around there. I wouldn't see the rest of the map until I actually explore the map. But the good thing here is, only the first time here, like if I was to start a new game in here, I will still have this full map explored. I won't have to go and do it all again. It's just the very first time you load into a map, you won't see it. Like at the very top, you can see from the 10 there, I haven't explored up there, and you can see another area just in the middle to the right. I haven't quite explored yet, so I don't see the areas of the map. That's the snow area at the top, it's like always cold, so I go there. So that's another thing with the maps as well, which is really pretty cool. There's like explorer notes and stuff like that you can find in the map. There's also a big underwater system as well, and right, you can explore with, and there's sharks in the water, there's all kinds of stuff in the water. It's kind of crazy. I haven't explored that at all. I've never actually been into the water. When it comes to building, oh, we didn't want to do that. We need water actually. So I'm still learning this game myself. Still a lot for me to learn. There's a lot to this game. As I go to here, and go back into this here, you need to unlock stuff, but if you look at all the stuff that you can unlock, stuff, you can build greenhouses, you can build houses, you can build walls, you can even build an irrigation pipe system as well. You can build up an electrical system as well, get electricity going. There's all different types of stuff that you can do. As I said, there's a load of dinosaurs that you can tame. Some are easier than others, obviously. Back to that, as you can see as I go through here, this is just up to not even level 50 right now. I've unlocked all that. I've basically got to the level to unlock all this stuff, but I haven't actually done it yet. Here, because I requested a lot of points. So there's a lot of different things now, all the way here to 155, for some reason that basically jumps there, but as you can see, there is a ton of stuff to do. Here, we're almost close to 100, which is the first time we would ever reach level 100. As you can see, I've built a big wall here. I like building walls. Don't know why, I just do. And I like to go 3 deep, and I like to build little pathways in them too, because I think it's cool. It's like doing that. But admittedly, I'm not really a big fan here. We've got the windows that we can look out. I don't know if that's a smart idea or not. There's something can bite through there maybe. I don't know if that's smart, but we like the idea of being able to look out there. And we've always got the big massive doors in case we got see, I'm going to show you some of the island next, and I'll show you the area where I spawned in. There's basically said actually when you load into the scheme with the avatar, you can also actually select where you want to spawn into the map, and there's easy, medium and hard areas to spawn into. We're going to take our large terraces. I can't actually pronounce it, but I'm going to take our bird out tails here. That's like brilliant to take out. I'm going to take you down to where we spawned. At the top right hand side you can see information for the places you're flying on. So the second one down is stamina. You need to keep an eye on that, because as soon as it goes down low you have to land. This has got my stamina, this bird, but the Pterodons are the ones with feet there. At level 38 you can unlock the Pterodon saddle. I think it's, I can't remember what level it is for this hard potatoes, but once you get this part, everything changes. I only just got this part yesterday, 2 of them. I actually have another base I will show you as well. You know, as you can see, it's telling me it's hot at the moment now. Symbols, little symbols will come up to tell you it's hot and stuff. But that's not too much of a problem. There is another heat symbol, but if that comes up, then it is a problem because you're actually looking out. So you see you've got the stones, you've got trees, you've got everything here. Most of that stuff respawns as well once you take them down to get wood and all that resources and everything. So we're getting close. See the little island just in front of us. That's where we spawn in it. When you first spawn in, you're going to be cold, basically, and you're also going to have to look around you and hope there's no meteors around about you, basically. If you play single player on your own, then that's probably not going to be too big an issue. But small Dilophosaurus, like smaller ones than the 2 that I've got, can actually hurt you a lot. There's actually usually not a lot of dinosaurs around here. As you can see the fish in the water as well. So we'll sit down here for a second. There. Yes, I spawned in here, punched some trees, got my, basically the primitive version of this, and then basically I built a primitive version of that. Then, once I did that, my level points basically here, this level here went up. And once I get to the top here, I then get enough points. Like you can see I have one in here, I have 1 Ingram points. So once my level goes up, I get Ingram points, and then I can unlock stuff here. There. But once I also do that as well, I also get some points here that I can add to my stats. The very first thing you want to put up is fortitude. That will help you with the cold. That's very important to put that up at first. After that, I actually went all the way up to 24, I think, or I went up to 20. I think I went a bit too high. I probably think 20 is about as high as you need to go. I then put health up to 300. But another one you want to work on is movement speed as well. Because there's a lot of things on this island. And moving fast is going to be very beneficial for you. I think you want to try and get up to 120, 130 fast, to be honest. But the more you put it up, the better. Another thing you may want to do, which some people will say as well, is the weight. The reason being is because you're going to be carrying a lot of things to build the wall. Now, at that place I spawned, I had a bunch of stone there. I had a massive amount of stone there, so I didn't really need to worry about weight too much. So I was able to build that wall with that stone. Yes, I didn't have to travel too far out to get stone. But depending on where you're spawning and depending on where you decide to build as well, which we'll go into how to decide where to build. Oh, we need one of these. Shitting, basically that's important stuff, because that can be used in saddles. They're difficult to find sometimes. Yeah, as I say, you have to kill things, so this is where we spawned. We had some longfish houses the first year. You can go into the water. You have oxygen as well, as you can come up. Oxygen, so now we've got a fish there. And we have a bigger fish here. That might be a, what's that? That's a cretaceous. We have a bigger fish here. I'm going to kill that. We don't really need it. It's alright, I've got small. I was just making sure there wasn't a piranha. That was all. Right, so yeah, now we go across to this side and riskily go into the water. I can actually show you. You can see there's an edge here. You can see this here. I don't want to go too far. You can go all the way down there, but you need like a scuba tank and all that stuff, which I haven't quite built up yet because I need to power my fin, which I'll show you back in the base in a second. I can't remember what it's called. There's so much to remember in that game, I can't remember everything. Here. It's a massive thing. Right, so what we'll go down now is we will show you the islands. Right, we're at 23 minutes for this part. Yeah, this is I'll go across here because this is I've been playing for so long. When I first loaded in, there was a Spinosaurus in that area there. There's different spawn spots for different creatures. This is an easier area, which I would recommend spawning into an easier area. But there is an easy area on our side map as well. Yeah, you can go faster than click and shoot, but when you're still going to go down more is fine. Same with Pterodons as well. I highly recommend getting Pterodons. Because I actually feel like you're going to be really fun. This would be a good area to build it up here. That should be a really good area to build it up. So actually might be a better place than where I built, actually, because it's not the most level of places, plus people with dinosaurs can get into that site as well, actually. So you've got a lot of stones here, but there's a whole bunch of stuff. And I mean a massive bunch of things going on here. Go another 6 minutes in this part. We can always do a part 2 as well. I should probably do a part 2 actually. Right. This here, at the very least, trying to show you something. This sun's been a lot annoying. Well, there you go, you've got a crocodile feature down there. Swamp. Obviously an enemy, but I'm trying to see if there's something else I can show you here. See it. That's a Triceratops and a Parser over there. There down there is one of the I don't know what it is. It's there. There you go. Snake. Yep. 2 big snakes across it. This is a swamp area. You want to avoid the swamp area when you first start out. Basically want to be over there. For some reason the snakes don't attack the bigger creatures for some reason, I don't know why. They attack pretty much everything else. I don't think they attack the crocodile. I don't know what the crocodile is called. I don't know why it's not going for a little creature over there, the Dinosaurs. Maybe it hasn't seen it yet. There's a whole bunch of stuff here as well. Sadly, the lighting right now is not the best. Now, if we were on a Pterodon, we would be kind of not as bold to go right now, as close to here, because, yeah, it's a bit scary. I've never seen a red one before beforehand. Oh look, we've got a meaty here. Is that a T-Rex? I don't think that's a T-Rex, I think it's a Gaugosaurus, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it is a T-Rex actually. It's a bit closer to my base than I would like it to be. It's a bit close. We'll go back to my base right now. Eventually dinosaurs are going to have to come right here because my base has been empty for a while. May have something to do with the fact there. See that drop spot, the green pin that's glowing in there? You get drop boxes that start out as well, but you have to be certain levels to get them. Now, I was going to show you the capture in here, but honestly I don't really need another Pterodon. But there's one over here. So let's have a look. That's got 2 Pterodons. Surely one of them must be a female. Surely. Come on, that one I don't like. You know, actually there's something I need to do as well before I actually do that in the photo in one of the features here. So basically what we want to do first is we want to put this down. Go into here because right now it's set to target. Let's go with neutral. Right, so the way to catch her, you want to do this. Make a bull off, throw it, catch it, then basically take this, and here, and basically punch over there, and knock it out as well. We didn't really want another mill, but interesting there. Then we go to this here, take that, hold to remove the hollow. This only works on smaller ones. What do we have here? What noise by the way? We have this here, yeah. This was the actual plan. I realise the middle one wouldn't be the worst idea because I'd do it like that, that would kill it. Right, so what you want to watch is your turbidity here. You want to watch that going down. So you use these here, the narcoberries. You can get them pretty easily. It takes a bit of time. Here. These here, you just basically pick E. You can pick up there. You don't actually see narcoberries there. Narcoberries is something you definitely want to keep a hold of. I tend to keep a hold of the other berries. I'll show you in a second. Right, so we want to here. I meant like you want to find higher levels of them. That's something else you want to do. I don't actually bother too much about the higher levels. Right, so that's still up at 220, and now we have to wait for it to actually feed. When it's food dropping and it will start to feed, and then it will become tamed. That's what we're doing. Now the thing about this here is there's some dinosaurs you can tame. There's basically alpha versions of the meteors, and you can't tame the alpha levels until I found out recently, because I wanted to try and tame an alpha raptor. Turned out I can't tame an alpha raptor, and it cost me a terrible of my life because I died while trying to trap it. And I managed to trap it, and I'll show you how to trap as well. Sadly we couldn't tame it. And we also actually died because we lost a Pterodon because we didn't know raptor. Raptors tend to go and travel on routes. Avert your eyes if you don't want to see animals dying close. Because I need a bit more meat for this. You're only 15 more meat. Here, you're female. You're male as well. So, I need to kill you. Sorry, pal. Each of your weapons, actually, I don't want to kill that. I can't make myself to kill that, it's too cute. I see it's actually feeding now on the meat. So we basically do a bit right there. Check the 16 hide. I got all that shit from that fin we killed earlier as well. You see, this is the thing you do. You have the stats of your animals, but you also have your own stats. So you have to put these up, like my water's going down at the moment, so I need to go and get some more. You just click here, I mean you can also the water bottle you can make as well and I have no meat here. Meat in this. This is the thing I don't like about this game, these are cute. In case I might, I keep forgetting to use my 1 or 2 instead for the meat. Dodo over there. Says you gotta. My sense of direction is ridiculous in this match as well. Like I literally thought I was running back to the Terraces as you saw. Another thing you have to be realising in this game is you're going to learn by dying a lot, and you're going to get slammed into towns if you're using a Pterodon as well, which I'll show you here. Right, let's see, let's put saddles in. Right, so you've got these different Parasaur saddles. That's actually good handy because you can't use them to carry a lot of stuff for you. So that's actually handy grabbing working with them. Dilophosaurus saddle at 15. That's actually very useful because you can actually do some scouting and basically exploring close to your area basically, and still have someone that's actually pretty good fighting there to help you. But you want to get to basically level 38 it is actually. This will change a lot of things, but as you can see the shit in the keratin you need different resources and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of different resources that you need. Wait a second, where we're talking here, this torpedo is going down. Oopsie. Although admittedly I don't actually care too much about that dinosaur dying because I don't actually need it. But I wanted to show how to basically tame. This is one here. You can do this in smaller animals. Most of the animals you can actually knock out, like dodos, you can actually just knock them out with your fists. Basically, if you want to capture a dodo, basically and carry that back home, you can actually carry that while you're flying as well. These archtenors, I haven't figured out how to do it, but apparently you can carry a dinosaur with them. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. God damn it, now I see that key at the side of the shoulder for me. That means my health is actually going down. It means my food will start to go down as well. See? It's starting to go down because I'm overheating. This is the problem with this fucking thing at this side of the game here. But because I'm doing this right now, I can't actually go and find cover. So close to actually being tamed as well. Alright. I think he should be fine on his own, to be honest. So that's stupid red slag. We need to put this up. So we want this to be a badass right now. So we're kind of focusing on the melee damage and the health. This is something you've got to think about with okay. Apparently we hide behind a dinosaur that actually helps. Or bird. We'll just hide behind you, pal. You blocked the sun out for us. Thank you. I didn't know that was a fin. I obviously didn't know that would work. That's pretty great. That's the first one I've just realised that. Obviously gels is from Buffy, by the way. It's a male, so that's why they call it gels. We've got another one called Spike as well. Right, we want to tame this one first and then go back to our base. And then we're going to show you something else in the second part. Yeah, this. What we'll show you basically in the second part is our other base as well. We'll show you our trap as well. Yeah, we'll actually show you our trap. Hopefully this fin gets up soon. Starts following me. I don't know why I have it, because I don't actually need another male. I do have a bad habit of killing Pterodons, so it would be the worst idea to keep another one around. There we go, right. What are we going to call this one? You can actually name all your animals, I mean, if you want to. You don't have to name them. Right, so what are we going to call this one? We're going to call it Wilson, after Wilson Fiss. Yeah, there. And that will actually follow me back home right now because it's actually the neighbourhood following. So you can actually set dinosaurs to follow you. Like if I want to, I can have a lot of dinosaurs follow me. As you can see right now, we still have a lot to do with our building by the way. We're building this area, but I'm not really sure if that's actually the best thing to do. Right now we're a bit mad about this. Wherever I go here. So let's move back over here. Come to me. We don't have a saddle for that. Or the disable follow. Basically it'll just probably fly right into me. Where you going, pal? Why did you end up over here? There's a level 21. Pretty cool. They're on lovely mini. I don't blame them, look how cool when it looks. Right, we need to actually do something about it here, but when you're on the island map, you want to find some cover. Like basically a bird to hide behind. Is this going to work this time? No, it's not. Wait, what the fuck? What's going on? Why is this not hiding? Why can we not hide underneath this bird? Why is this not working? I don't think our bird's like that. Yep, Jails did not like that. So we basically go here. So we want to fall from the sun. The sun's obviously up there, and that's where it's coming down, and that's where. So we basically need to go down here. And we need to stay here until it goes away, which is probably going to be soon. As you can see, our health is down at 270. Water-wise, we're down as well, so we can put basically food there and that'll bring our health back up quickly. So water as well, help too. He said that water fin bottle, that actually does leak as well. It's getting close to going past this here. It's not every single day this happens, but the island, this is the thing with the island, is the heat. Forger is only our map I've played on, and that's the map I would probably play on if I was actually to put this on my YouTube. And then again, it's custom marking or related to the story, so that would be there. Plus, it's actually a really good map. I played on a friend's server on it, and I really struggled on it. Yeah, because they'd been playing on that server for quite a while, so I think that's part of the reason why I struggled. Plus, I don't know anything about the fortitude as well. Can we go up yet? I don't think we can. Well, it's still red, we can't go up, which is very frustrating. So we're going to leave this part here, folks. It's actually been a little longer than we intended. Then we'll pick it up in a part 2, and what we'll do in the part 2 is we'll show you more stuff about the game. There we go. If you enjoyed that YouTube and you would like to see this game in the future, then please like the video. If you all would like to see content like this, any content gameplay from in the future, then please subscribe for future content. Until next time, take care.